What's going on? Give me that shit. Today, the goal is to starting our foundation surface. The client wanted to match our stamped concrete that we did the other day. We still gotta wash this off. It's a light gray tone. We still need to wash this off. Showing it to you this way. It's gonna get lighter once we wash the surface off. We just had a few work to be done here, and then we'll clean it up and wash it. Now, coming to our foundation here, we are going to sand all the uneven surfaces. We are going to apply 2 coats of our cement coat. One is going to be with the fiberglass mesh to avoid from cracking, and then we're going to apply our Parging cement on, and then finally we'll apply our color coat, which is pretty much going to match our stamp. So we have this area, and then we have the walk-up basement, all this section here coming along to here. Next process over here, we're starting the parging on our foundation here. Basically what we're doing is trying to get rid of all these extra layers of concrete, just scraping it all down, just like how I did over here, and get away with all this guy. Just follow him along, and then I'll show you what I'll be doing over here, and then we're gonna start. Once we have it all cleaned up, we are going to pretty much start with the first coat of our Parging. What's going on? Give me that shit. So I'm pretty much done with scraping all the surfaces. Okay. All these holes in here will be all covered up. Okay. Again, we have stone that's going to be sitting up here. We're going to cover the bottom here as well with a membrane, so we don't have any water going in through anywhere from here. And then obviously we're going to cut this flush. We're going to return our Parging along with our fiberglass mesh, and then once we finish, we're going to do silicone around all these openings where the spray foams are. Now we're going to clean it off. We're going to give it a wipe with water, get rid of all the dust, and then we will start our first layer. Simply what I'm doing is I have a brush over here. I want to get over all the dust on the wall before we start our first coat. What I'm going to do is just simply water it out. Pretty much get rid of all the dust on the wall, so our stuff can apply properly on the surface. So simply I wiped off all the dust on our concrete wall over here. I have showed you in the video how that was all done. Just one brush, and then start splashing water on our concrete over here. As you can see the difference, I still gotta do over here. Get rid of all the dust on our wall, and then let it dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we will start our first coat. This is a very important process because we need to ensure that when we are installing this guy over here on our wall, we need to make sure that nothing is sitting on behind our stucco or our Parging wall before we start applying any of these guys. Because then what's going to happen is it's probably going to, not probably, but in a few years it'll start to peel off, and then we want to make sure that it's sticking properly on our wall. That's why we are cleaning and making sure there's no dust on our surface here. Alright, so we started our base coat process. We're installing our mesh again, just like how we did on our foam as well. You need to make sure that you're doing it on the foundation as well. Why? Again, most importantly, we're trying to avoid any surfaces that is going to crack. Okay, you don't want to just apply the cement on top and then another coat, and 2-3 years later on it's going to start to crack and peel off. So this is a must. With our other master stucco applicator here. Been doing it for over how many years, sir?
25.
25 years. Jesus Christ. And then I have my other guy over here, which is covering the windows over here, so we are protecting from any damages. Because this stuff, when it sticks anywhere, it's really hard to take it off. So there's a lot of chemicals in there. So we got our red tape, stucco tape. We are putting our plastic around the windows here, and then we pretty much got rid of the extra foam here. Once we're all done, we're gonna do silicone. That'll be on the next video when we are starting our soffit fascia, and then when we're doing our caulking around all the openings, I will show you guys. Started the first layer. Again, you don't want to put too much unless you have some uncertainty areas that you want to fill in with mud. Okay. We have pretty much come along here. We still gotta do here in the morning. It's after hours now, so we can't really continue. The neighbors are gonna start complaining. We don't want to bother our lovely neighbors. And then you can see it's pretty much smooth. We have to fill in some areas, and then tomorrow when we come back, we gotta finish this portion here. And then once it's all dried up in 24 hours, we're gonna apply our second coat, and then we'll do our final color coat on top. So you could see before and after right here, and that was pretty much, it's pretty much looking good. Right here, see, it's already looking good with the first coat on. Alright, I'm gonna show you the last steps, and then once we do the second coat, I'll show you guys how we are applying the stuff over here. It's gonna be darker, matching our stamped concretes, and we'll go from there. Alright, as you can see, we are now ready to finish our pargings here. We've already applied our second coat, we've primed our walls. You can see the difference. Here is going to be filled out with gravel anyway, so I'm not too worried. So let's go ahead and start with our final coat. Follow me and see how I do it, and then once I'm done until here, my guy is going to come and start rendering it. This one is not the roughest, it's in between. What you want to do is, you don't want to apply too much or less, you gotta be in between. Let me show you the floating part and the unfloated part. Now, so you can see this part is all done. That was all primed along with the second coat. So this section is nice and even. Okay. I'm coming here. I hear. I gotta do a little bit more rendering, and then from this point I still need to float it. You can see, right? So that's the unfloated area, and that's my floated area. Second time I have to float it. So from this point I gotta keep going on certain these areas. This is what I was talking about.
5 hours later.
Okay, so now we already completed this section, going all the way. I've done my flooring as you guys watched. Okay, let me just show you guys with all the production area. I got my guy doing the other side now. Gonna do here. Okay, now this side is all done. So we're already done with our parging wall here, our retaining walls, our foundation walls. And then if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us for more of how we can finish parging and stuccoing the entire parging wall. All right, we'll see you on the next one.